Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. So we're solving today a new question which is of the linked list. The question name is middle of the linked list. It's in LeetCode 876. So what's the question said? You have given the head of a single linked list and you have to return the middle node of the linked list. Simply, if you term simply things of, it's generally given you an array. You have to return the middle element of the array. Simply like that. In linked list is something different, but it's simply like you can think of before solving it like an array. Just assume it like array. How you solve it, just like array, you have just do it. But yeah, functionality you're doing code is simply different, but the approach is simply simple. Okay. So like to have two type of element, like when there is a number of nodes is even or number of nodes odd. When number of nodes is odd, you simply return n by 2. Okay, n by 2 plus 1, n by less 1. Okay, like n by 2 is 5, 5 by 2 is 2, 2 plus 1 the third node. Okay, but if the number of nodes is even, you have two middle nodes there things of, like is one is n by 2, n by 2 plus 1, or yeah, simply here n by 2. Simply that's like n by 2 it's 3 and n by 2 plus 1 it's 4. But here simply has you have to return second middle node, n by 2 plus 1 node you have to return. So how you approach this question? Like things of an given an array, like you have an array. So first do you do, if you have given an array, you have written the middle array, you will just count the value of the array, count the number of elements, count the number of elements, just count the number of elements, you count and you just find the mid. Okay, how you find that mid? N by 2. Okay, if it's n by it's odd, simply you check first. If it's an odd, you just return, you just mid equals to what? If just it's an odd, it's n by 2 plus 1. Okay, how? And it's 5, 5 by 2 is 2, 2 plus 1 3, so you have to return the third element of the array. If it's simply even, so you have just for even, you know you have to return the second n by 2 plus 1. Okay, n by 2, sorry, not b, it's n by 2 is 3, 3 plus 1 4, the fourth value 1 2 3 4, so its fourth value is 4, fourth element. So simply in array you first now count this, counting this, you're just using a for loop first in the end time, just you count you count the number of length, you count the you have a mid value, and according to mid value you just again traverse and get that value, store value or return value. Okay, simply you return it, simply you do that. Simply in a linked list, now first of all simply same, you just had a temp value here, make a temp value. Okay, make a temp value. I'm not solving with this approach because it's a good approach, but I think it's all you know, so I just not solve it this way. uh, Simply make a temp value to the head, and then travel well temp not equals to and count the number of values, and then similarly again the step is finding the mid. It's stat or did, you can mid or count. Okay, then while you guys say again temp to the head, make again while temp not equals to, temp is pointing to again when not equals to null, you just make that loop. Okay, you just make that loop while temp not equals to no. And if there is a node, okay, if there is a node, if count is count equals to count minus 1, simply count or mid, if you mid count minus 1 you simply do. And whenever if count is reaches your end, count reaches you reaches 0 or mid you reaches 0, you just return that time, because at that time you are staying at that value. Simply for like if the count is like on the 3, if like for this 1 2 3 4 5 it's odd number, if the count is simply 3. Okay, it's simply 3. Okay, simply 3, and by 2 plus 1, you simply have both have the same case, not n by 2, it's n by 2 I think so. 2 plus 1 you have to, so 3, so your count is 3, you just first add 1 plus and you just reduce minus 1 and count minus 1, then your count is 2, and if count not equals to 0, you have to just temp equals to temp next, just do that. This is how you will do that, temp next. Okay, temp next you do temp next. So now it's pointing 2, again you count do 1, now count is previously 2, now it's going to 1, and count is not 0, so it not written, again you temp, now is equals to 3. But when your count now again is 1 and it's 2 1 minus, it's now 0 and count is 0, you are staying at value 3, the third number, so you just return that. So that's how you and approaches this problem. So how it's time complexity, first you counting the number of element, then after n by 2 times you are looping, so total time complexity n plus n by 2 order of, okay. So what is the optimized? But it will ask in the question that optimized it way. Do not do like two loops. You are using two loops first counting. Do the same way. Cannot be doing the same. So another approach is his famous approach. You all know. Take a for example, tortoise and hare. Like you have two pointer actually, slow and fast pointer. Slow and fast pointer. Okay. So slow pointer, which move by 1, and fast pointer move plus by 2. Fast pointer move by 2, ठीक है, US plus 2, ठीक है. And how? ठीक है, simply if you see that this case 1 2 3 4 5, so slow is pointing to starting, both of them pointing to 1, but every time you just increment, fast is pointing to plus 2, like fast 10 plus 3 at 3, slow at 2, fast 10 is 3 at 5, and slow at 2. Whenever you reach at last, ठीक है, at that odd number case you just stop and return the slow is your third, so it's your middle element. For the even case, like there is x to 1 element, so both you both start at same case, then you slow point to 2, and highest fast is point 3, then your slow points to 3, and fast point to 5, and your slow point to 4, and your fast point to 6 point, like last 5 6 null point. So for even case you go out of the elements at null. For even, fast goes at null at last. So whenever you are at null, you reaches null, you are, it's return the slow is your at the n by 2 plus 1 position. Okay, simply I also say, if the case, if they is asking you, simply if they is asking you like you have to return the first middle element in the even case, what you have to done, you have to start the fast pointer with at the plus 1 position, like you starting slow and fast at the same position in this case. But if the it is asking you to return the first middle element, so fast will have to start from 2, and then when you start, again do the same thing, 2 plus is at 4, slow at 2, then 4 at 6, it goes to last, and now 3. So at it you reaches at one condition, like you are reaching last, so you reach last, you are return just simple 3. Okay. So if this is asked for you like first return, so you have to start the fast pointer by plus 1, not at the same at slow one. But in this case you have also just written the second one, so you have starting from the so how we now solve this in the code. Okay. Simply when I said make 2 node slow and force, slow, okay, slow is pointing to temp head here, simply make fast node, you can name anything, but I use for understanding better way, it's good. Okay, so it is second last one. So what we have to do, okay, we have to check by what condition, we have to check by fast condition, and fast not equals to null, you know, fast not equals to null, if it is null we have to return, and then fast next, fast next also not equals to null, no, because like if you are incrementing by value plus, we know the fast is meant to null, if fast is not null we have to check the fast next also not equals to null. That is the case, like it reaches the last, so it reaches the last, or it's go to null. So it reaches the last, fast not equals to, it may not reaches last, or fast next not equal to, it does not go to the null value if it has some values. So that's how, simply, and you have to the first fast value, how you implement fast value, fast increment by 2, so next connects, you have by 2, so next connects, and slow by what, slow just one step. Okay, so at the last you have the middle value at the slow, so just have to return the slow, just run it. Okay, over the show, depends on the, I think null value something. Okay, now I think it's work. Okay, let's press it. What's saying? This is in the test case, and just submit the code. Successfully run. Okay, so what's the time complexity? As you know, you are pointing every time at jumping by the 2 highest value are jumping by 2, so you are reducing the n by 2 step. Okay, and you are using just one loop, so overall time complexity is just n by 2 here. Okay, and when you are not using any extra set order over, so it is a better approach than the earlier, because first approach, basic approach is that yet you have to tell that you're just like thinking of an array. Every time you are solving the linked list, first things of an array, how you approach an array, then things of, then term it as a linked list, then you solve it according to it. That's how any problem become easy for you by solving the linked list code. It's not an tough. I think linked list, most people at the start it's think tough, but there it's not a tough. It's just you have to play with the pointers and how you work with pointer. You have to think of the mindset. You have to pen paper and copy and just draw the diagrams of the nodes, how it's point, how you approach. That's how you can solve it. It's very easy, and that's how you approach any linked list question. So thank you guys. You can watch this and just devices. Thank you for the time. Thank you.